Princess Aria was born as the seventh child of a mighty kingdom, but instead of celebrating, the king grew angry. She wasn't the son he wanted. Out of pure disappointment, he secretly swapped her with his brother's mistress' son and sent her far away so he wouldn't have to raise her. Aria ended up in the duke's mansion, where she was introduced to 3 boys as their new sister. But life there wasn't easy. The second brother disliked her on sight. The oldest brother kept his distance, cold and unreadable. And the youngest was the cruelest, calling her cursed, as if she didn't belong with them at all. On her second day in the mansion, Princess Aria was walking through the garden in her new mother's arms. Anar, her second brother, spotted them while playing with his dog. The moment his eyes met Aria's, his expression darkened. With a sharp whistle, he made the dog charge toward them. Startled, his mother and little Aria slipped from her arms and landed on the grass. He hadn't expected her to fall. Anar only meant to scare her. Their mother rushed to her, immediately scolding Anar for being reckless. Anar grew furious, not because he cared about Aria, but because he disliked getting into trouble because of her. Muriel, the eldest, called him foolish for doing something so stupid. After examining Aria, the doctor announced she was fine. Their mother then called Anar forward and ordered him to apologize to his sister. As he hesitated, Avery, the youngest, whispered, "Don't mess with her. She's cursed. She'll put you in trouble." Muriel raised a brow. "How do you know that?" Avery instantly pretended not to hear, giving the world's fakest innocent look. Muriel dragged him off before he could cause more trouble. When Anar finally stood before Aria, something unexpected happened. The moment she saw him, she smiled, bright, pure, and innocent. She reached out her tiny hands toward him, calling him brother in her baby language. Anar froze. He wasn't prepared for that. She was too cute. Against his will, he took her hands, and she clung to him, completely disarming him with her charm. All this time he had disliked her, but he had never actually looked at her. And now that he had, he realized she was just a child. A sweet one, at that. In her heart, Aria instantly decided that Anar was her favorite brother. And Anar, completely swept away, accepted her without even thinking. Avery, watching from behind Muriel, whispered, "See? She is cursed. She has already spread it to him already." Muriel rolled his eyes, telling him he was too dramatic for a 4-year-old. From that day on, Anar came to Aria's room every morning. He was always excited to see her. If she was sleeping, he'd sulk because he couldn't play with her, though he still refused to leave. Eventually, he abandoned his dog entirely, pouring all his attention into his tiny sister. He would poke her while she slept just to wake her up. She would scold him in her adorable baby voice, which only made him love her more. One day, he tried carrying her for the first time. His hands trembled the whole time, and Aria was sure he would drop her, but he held her tightly and even complimented her on how good she smelled. He spun her around without realizing it, leaving her dizzy and upset, but Anar was convinced she liked him as much as he liked her. That was the day he proudly told her he had finally accepted her. Aria loved her new mother deeply. She was fed well, cared for, and treated like a true daughter. As she grew, she studied alongside her brothers. The Duke often held study sessions to test his son's intelligence. Anar was always the slowest in the class, but with Aria around, he tried harder. During one test, she crawled over to him and looked at the question. She pointed at an answer and told him to choose it. He obeyed, and it turned out to be correct. Anar nearly exploded with joy. He picked her up, spun her again, kissed her cheek repeatedly, and called her his lucky charm. None of them knew Aria had reincarnated into the world of a novel, and remembered all the history lessons from her past life. Avery, of course, didn't enjoy seeing their bond. He accused Anar of cheating and called Aria cursed again. Anar instantly flared up, ready to fight him, but their father stepped in before they started arguing. Aria was angry too. Avery always used magic on her and acted innocent afterward. When their eyes met, they glared fiercely at each other. And in that moment, Aria knew one thing. Defeating Avery was not going to be easy.